Hey there and welcome back to another trying ground video. Alright, so welcome back to the Experience It series. I'm Yakan here. Yes, and today we have here is the Samsung Galaxy A12 here. First off, let's go to the design. Okay, this thing is actually quite big, alright, considering it's a budget entry phone. Okay, we go over for the design first. Okay, so at the back, as you can see, it won't going to win anyone's heart with this design. Okay, so at the back there's actually textured line more than that's occupied 3/4 of the back casing here, and this back cover here is plastic, it's not glass. Don't expect it for this budget smartphone. Okay, actually the whole color is actually kind of matte-ish, but you still can see some fingerprint smudges a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, power button, which also acts as a fingerprint button as well, and then you have the volume button on the side here. SIM tray here, you can put in your micro SD card slot as well with it. Alright, so then on the bottom here, you have a 3.5mm headphone jack, a USB Type-C port. For a budget phone, having a Type-C is very good because it will support fast charging connectivity, right? And then you have only a bottom firing speaker, alright? So it's a mono speaker setup. So on the front, you have a 6.5-inch LCD display here, okay, with the Infinity V design. Okay, so Infinity V is like a teardrop design. Not bad, to be honest. The LCD screen is okay, not that bad actually. Specification of this device, I was just going it through very quickly. My sample review unit is actually using the MediaTek Helio P35 chipset, and the variant I'm using here is actually the 3GB RAM, 32GB internal storage. Okay, but Samsung Malaysia is actually selling this version, one variant only, which is the 6GB 128GB of internal storage. And the performance on this 3GB RAM, it's very laggy. Okay, in terms of comparing to the 6GB RAM version, I would say the 6GB RAM version might perform better in multitasking, but nonetheless, if you are aiming for this device as a performance device, I say no, this is not a performance device, but it can actually power through you all your daily usage, WhatsApp, YouTube, and so on. If you are like mobile gamer, yes, you can play most of the mobile games, but you have to set it at a very low setting with this one. Okay, so I'm going to let you see some gaming samples I played with this device here, and you guys let me know how do you feel about this performance. Alright, so now let's go back to the display. Okay, so this 6.5-inch display is actually just only HD plus. That means it's outputting only 720p. But when you go to YouTube, you can actually select 1080p to watch on this device. Color quality on the display is okay for its LCD display. I wouldn't say it's like very vivid if you want to compare to like AMOLED screens. Uh, but it does its job. For the speaker setup, there's only one bottom firing speaker that is doing all the audio job, which I actually found it is just sounds a bit slightly average loud, and it lacks bass. But like I say, there's actually a 3.5mm jack here, right? The headphone jack here. So you can attach a wired, or maybe you want to use a wireless Bluetooth earphone. Yeah, you can actually connect it. And Dolby Atmos is only support for wired and wireless earphones. Okay, so coming back to the battery on this device, it actually packs a 5000 milliamp battery. I would say it's actually just sufficient enough for you guys to last till the whole day. Cameras, okay, so camera on this thing is okay, let's start on the front selfie camera. This is an 8 megapixel selfie camera. Okay, uh photos taken on the selfie camera is good if you have good lighting conditions. Okay, low light situation, nah, it's not good. So going back to the rear camera, okay, so quad camera setup, but only I would say two of the cameras is actually usable. All right, so you have a 48 megapixel main camera, a 5 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, and then a 2 megapixel macro lens and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. The main camera take photos excellent, it's the best. Okay, even in low light situation, if you don't use the flash, photos still acceptable. Okay, but for the ultra wide angle lens, that's an issue with that. Details are very soft on the ultra wide angle lens. Okay, even at times they are good lighting condition. So if you are using the ultra wide angle lens during low light situation, yeah, you're going to see a lot of noise and soft details. Okay, so I don't really advise you to use the ultra wide angle lens in the low light situation or any dark condition areas. Okay, as for the 2 megapixel macro camera, all right, if you love to do a lot of close-up shots, you know, yeah, it's going to be a fun camera to play with, but the quality still suffers a little bit. You do notice like the quality on the macro shots is it needs more megapixel. All right, you can feel that. And by the way, all the cameras front and back don't support any night mode. All the cameras front and back can capture 1080p 30 frames per second video. Okay, video quality, I would say not bad when there's good lighting condition. On the low light situation, only the main camera is still acceptable in my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys some sample, you guys go and wash it up. Alright guys, so this is the Galaxy A12 front-facing camera. Right, so I'm not sure whether you guys can hear me properly because I'm actually wearing my mask right now. Okay, and this is the video quality. It's in shooting in its maximum 1080p 30 frames per second. Alright guys, so this is the Galaxy A12 selfie camera video, okay, during in the low light situation. So as you can see, alright, this is the video quality of it, okay. Let me know what do you think in the comment section. Alright, so I'm going to close up this video right now. Okay, so I'm going to score this Galaxy A12 a solid 6 out of 10. Okay, number one reason why I score it a little bit average is because given the price point right now, a lot of the competition rival brands are actually offering a cheaper price with similar or perhaps better performance than this device. As for who should actually use this device, I would generally say school kids, or maybe perhaps someone want to purchase a second phone for their maybe their business company, or maybe for their sales personnel. Yeah, they should actually consider this device. And also for maybe your parents that don't even really require a high performance smartphone. So if you like this content, please go ahead and subscribe it, give a thumbs up, like, drop some comments, and special shout out thanks to Samsung Malaysia for providing this sample unit for review content purposes. And yeah, again, this is not a paid review, no final approval is needed, okay. So stay safe, please mask up, and see you guys on the next one.